right now, since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson, United has not been that team anymore. I mean, some managers come in, have good runs, but like that, it's been so on and off. But look at the current Manchester United side. Their new manager, their current manager, Erik and Haag, is someone who has always gone to the media and complained that his players are not good enough. He wants signings and all of that. And so far, so good. He has actually signed players from his former team, a lot of them. Mazraoui, The Light, Alessandro, Onana, we can count them. But his team does not seem to have any sort of philosophy right now. You do not look at Manchester United play and think, okay, this is exactly how this will play. A lot of times you see that luck plays a very huge important role in how they win games. Liverpool actually have one of their best history in recent times under Jurgen Klopp, who won them their first league title for the first time in like 30 years, winning the Champions League, went to over a couple of Champions League finals as well. So you see that it is a huge, a big shoe to fill up. But the manager has actually come in. 3 games, 3 wins, a lot of goals scored, nothing conceded, and he seemed to be a really good manager compared to what Erik and Haag has been shown at Manchester United. What do you make of the both managers?
Speaking about the issue with Manchester United from the days of Alex Ferguson, if you find out the trend in England now, every club has a problem switching up a new manager. Arsene Wenger, when he left Arsenal, they've tried. Emery tried, but now it took them years. They dropped out of the Champions League. They were struggling to qualify for Europe. It was a project because Arsene Wenger left. Arteta has been the key. It took them years to get to this position. Same thing now with Manchester United. Since Alex Ferguson left, he's been trying. Louis van Gaal, David Moyes. They've been trying one coach or the other, trying to get the Manchester United project back on track. I can actually diversify also to Chelsea. Chelsea are all used to changing coaches. But if you see now the new coach under Enzo Maresca, there is a format, there is a pattern.
There's a style of play.
Now, speaking about Manchester United and Liverpool, let me start with Liverpool. And it's not just this is first season. The club has been there for years. As you said, getting them the league title, which has been plaguing them for a long time. Champions League finals, Champions League trophy. Jurgen Klopp is a legend in terms of coaching in Liverpool. Now they are about to get that transition that every club has suffered. Arsenal has suffered, Chelsea has suffered, United is still suffering. All of a sudden there's a transition, and all of a sudden Arne Slot is virtually winning his first 3 games.
Really calm.
It's calm on the game, less number of signings. What is this transition? But I believe it was the time that Klopp gave during his announcement. Liverpool started making plans, and the Klopp was one that brought Arne Slot and said, "This is the coach you should use." So the transition was made easy by Jurgen Klopp.
You look at Liverpool, and they actually have an exciting, technical director in Mike Edwards.
Exactly.
Edwards was the one who actually brought in Van Dijk, brought in Salah, brought in Alisson, the goalkeeper, brought in Mane. He was really key in acquiring this player. As a matter of fact, Jurgen Klopp had wanted Julian Brandt, but Edwards opted for Salah, and their current history actually has Salah written all over it. It was one person who actually went out there. He actually brought in Klopp to the club, and of course it was his co-sign that actually brought Arne Slot. So I think it's really, really a good one. For the period he was away, Liverpool suffered. The kind of signings they brought in did not really fit into the setup, like the Gakpos and the Darwin Núñez and the rest of them. But right now he has come in and he has brought in, Arne Slot, and he okayed the signing of Chiesa. I mean, that's a really good project going on at Liverpool.
Yeah, when you have a good technical director, everything works. But when you see most clubs have issues with the technical director and the manager. When there's the issue between both of them, we have all sorts of signings that are not approved by both parties, and there's no camaraderie between them. Well, if you find out Liverpool have a good management, they knew that under this guy, he made this and this progress. All of a sudden, he steps back a bit, and we're signing people like Darwin Núñez that had a poor season. Gakpo had a poor season. Is it a coaching problem or a technical director problem? But now, when they came back together to work as a team, we are seeing signings that were signed last year and looking as if they are new. Gakpo, Gravenberch, they are totally different players right now under Arne Slot. So if ever that Arne Slot has been working behind the scenes with Jurgen Klopp, one way or the other, I can assure you, because that transition is too special. Every club has, even the top clubs have gone through this issue, but all of a sudden there's a transition and it looks as if the team is under the power of continuity. There is no setback. Now, speaking of Manchester United, Erik Ten Hag, you spoke about him signing players. Ten Hag has brought back almost all the players he played with in the Dutch league, especially Ajax. Signing Bruno Fernandes was there before, De Ligt, Anthony, the butcher of Amsterdam, which is Martinez. You can see him bringing this. But now the English Premier League is a different league entirely. It's a different league entirely. You have to come with a different philosophy. Now it's obvious that Ten Hag doesn't have a philosophy. If you look at the likes of Enzo Maresca that just came into the Premier League with Chelsea, coming from the Championship, it's obvious that there is a pattern. Chelsea now is a top creating team. They are creative. Back in the days, Chelsea can play at Stamford Bridge and not score a goal. But under Maresca, goals are coming. Even the likes of Nicholas Jackson, I call him Michael Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is scoring goals. So it's a different. We can see there's a pattern with Chelsea, but with Ten Hag, we've seen him over the years. What is Manchester United's pattern? Do they play on the counter attack? Do they play on the position football? Do they play through the back? Do they play through the middle? We don't see a pattern. So what is going on? Now you ask for players. You have those players, a lot of them from your old team. So what exactly is the problem? Ten Hag needs to go back to the drawing board and find out how to make this Manchester United get back to the team that was feared when Alex Ferguson was there. It wasn't just about the players. Alex Ferguson won the league with average players at the point. So it's not just about the players. That coach figure in Manchester United has always been the team keeping them strong. Liverpool has never beaten Manchester United in the opening game at Old Trafford for 88 years. And a Slot, even Klopp didn't break that record. And a Slot has come because of the transition and the continuity. It's showing there's a project in 88 years.
The last manager that did that was Bob Paisley.
It's how many years ago? 88 years. Liverpool has not won an opening. The first game at Old Trafford. All of a sudden it's happening now. So Ten Hag needs to go back to the drawing board and find out what is right for the club. Before you know it, placards are going to start coming up because it's about that time. They've given him so much time, but he needs to show why he was brought into the club.
All right, Erik Ten Hag needs to show why he was brought into this club. A disappointing game for Erik Ten Hag right there. One exciting continuation for Liverpool manager Arne Slot. And thank you all so much for being a part of the program. It's been an amazing time, a wonderful ride. And of course, you subscribe to all of our social media platforms on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, of course, right here at Sidelines. We'll be giving you exciting packages on this program. So stay tuned. Go on your way.
It's Don Kakashi. Say no more.